G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a two-shot Assaultron head with bullets exploding for area damage for its secondary legendary effect. This means this weapon is a legacy because it is something that cannot drop anymore. Legacy meaning something that was left behind, unobtainable in a way, I suppose. And this thing is rare. Really, really rare. This would have been around the TSE phase where everything TSE was extremely overpowered, but the Assaultron head was broken back in the day, right? Because it'd have a bug where you could fire this thing and it'd just eat in your entire fusion cell inventory, like all of them gone in one shot. Doesn't matter how much you load it in, all gone. Another thing making this legacy is it doesn't actually irradiate me when I fire this thing. That's how old this thing is. This thing has been sitting in my inventory for ages. And finally, after patch 25, I don't know how many patches that is, after they stopped energy weapons dropping with explosive, this thing is ready to go. And it might be a little bit cooked. We'll have to see how that goes once we get into gameplay. But we're doing 62 damage right now and a whole bunch of, I guess, unmarked damage when it comes to the explosiveness about it. We can chuck Demo Expert on and all of that unlisted damage will go up, I believe. Then you've got the Gorilla perks, which is don't apply here, don't chuck them on. You need Gunslinger, because this thing is not automatic. So make sure to chuck all of those on. And then we've got room for Covert Operative if we want to use this thing while sneaking. Bloody Mess is taking a hike because we're going to get shot at, so Ricochet and Serendipity is a good idea with that. We've got Grim Reaper Sprint to use if we want to use this thing, and VAT's a whole lot. Tenderizer is there if we need a follow-up shot. And we're doing 99 damage. Now, damaging myself or taking a little bit of damage from the enemies, getting less health is probably going to be a good thing because that'll increase my luck, my perception, my agility. So I'll get to utilize this thing more in VATs. But, yep, this thing is about ready to go. So let's begin. Okay, so here we are outside of the planet Alderaan. We've got our Death Star all charged up and everything. You may fire when ready. Well, that did a pretty good job of damage, didn't it? Now, we're slightly out of range now, so we should probably creep in a little bit closer. And what I might end up doing here is just, you know, reloading this one at a time and firing it as I go along. Because if I decide to reload this thing all the way, you'll note how long it takes me to actually get these things out. So what I might do is just reload it one at a time. We actually got a cheeky proc of far-flung firework just then. Bit of a quick time event where I gotta hammer the R key when I'm not doing anything just to charge a good round in. But as you can tell, getting plenty of damage, getting adrenaline up, adrenal reaction also going up, so we might be able to actually nail these guys in one shot with a torso shot, maybe a critical additive for extra effect. And he's dead in one shot, and so is that guy in two shots. That one was a little bit tougher, so that's why he's got that extra toughness about him. But so far so good. We're getting the 2.3 additive bonus, so 230% now, doing 153 at Nerd Rage now almost. This might actually be quite enough. So whilst we're rounding the corner here, we've got a bit of time to let this thing get charged, and it casts light. Now, when you're running around with an Assaultron head like that, when it's all charged up, probably not the best idea to carry them around like that. These guys are getting blown up. A little bit of far-flung fireworks happening there just to make them all disintegrate in the air. Very, very nice. It's a little bit of a spectacle seeing that. But now we're all kind of outside here, and our range on this thing is going to penalize us slightly with VATs, but it seems that 2 shots and this thing is through. It's obviously not as quick as like a 10mm pistol, but it's certainly doing a good job and probably a lot more ammo efficient that you'll find a laser gun to be. So, you know, that's got some merit to it. If you want really good longevity, then you might want to chuck on one of these. You pull Clary's heads off and start using that as a gun. Now, that's how much we've degraded so far. It's not too much. Might have to repair this at the end of the video, but we'll have to see how we go. Alrighty, so let's get started. May as well get those center mass hits, and that seems to be doing the job so far. Get a 2 for 1 there, certainly can. Goodbye, crocodile doggos. And yep, that killed him in one shot. So there's a little bit of nonsense going on here, because I saw like 117 and then an extra 20 along with that. Maybe the numbers are overlapping, but it's certainly doing the job here to one-shot these guys, which is kind of what you want, because, you know, ammo efficiency is not an overrated concept, that's for sure. Okay, that guy detected me and then immediately forgot I was there. Then they found me again, and they're not really doing well with just take out that guy. Okay, there's a guy down there. Should probably deal with that. And it looks like even with the splash damage, it does decently. I don't think I'm getting an actual reading on how much damage this thing is actually doing. But it's like having a free far-flung fireworks proc every time that things are near, because it just outputs that much explosive damage to make it seem that way. So yeah, this is a pretty interesting weapon. I wonder how rare people would have these things sold. I wonder if people would be throwing money at me saying, hey, I want this so I can dupe it and then sell it to other idiots, right? But I ain't gonna tell them. I'll tell them one thing. I'll tell them to fucking shove it. Fucking that's predatory shit. Preying on the player base like that. Very dishonorable. Wouldn't be the Japanese doing it. Being honorable is a thing that they like to do. Ah, yes, more crocodiles. Take them out. Now, there's another one screaming. I suspect he's about to come up the ramp. We've got to play a little bit more conservatively now. Or maybe that's just the dog howling after death. I don't know. I'm stumped to where that one is. I guess you could say that that dog's in caution right now. We'll give this an extra charge. Go and take out this guy. Looks like VATS is the way to go with this. Slightly more consistent. He dies despite losing half of his health, and then the game's like, you know what? Near enough's good enough. We'll just do that. You'll notice how the dogs were here all along. Alright, he goes down. So I'm thinking this one might be a great weapon to use during daily ops, at least when they aren't cloaking, because you kind of need that VATS just zero in. So it's a very brain-dead weapon to play, which means very streamable weapon to use. And luckily for me there, I did not die, but then I got fucking crippled, and probably should have done something about that, and the fucking crocodile won the day. Also, why do these fuckers give you radworms? Oh, look, we actually found another one there. Go for a leg shot. That's generally the go when it comes to these types of weapons. And you know what? I'm getting my terrible revenge versus this stupid asshole. You know, they were really quite soft and fluffy back in Fallout 4, but they fucking mean business in this game. They got a big old buff. I would actually rate them to be more deadly than Yaogwai now, which is saying something. The good news about that unfortunate accident is I don't have to use any stim packs to heal up. So we can afford to be a little bit more aggressive versus the ghouls, and if we can kill them faster than they can pop out, well, that's good news. We're close enough now not to have to worry about the, I guess, the accuracy penalties, and make sure we do reload before we strike. There we go. Keep hammering that reload button as you're firing. Alright, so far so good. That one looks like he's gonna punch me, so we'll just step around these pillars. Also, these pillars are weird, man. Like, that's weird architecture. That's like asking for the enemies to get stuck around corners and shit. Actually, no, the ghouls in here are a little bit nimble. They have been more nimble in the past with all of their sleeping nonsense. Now it's time to run away because I got overrun. That's okay because we can whack them with that and pick up a two-piece. Nice. So this thing's definitely got the power. The pace on it is not great because, well, we got into a situation where we were swarmed there, although that's probably partly on my fault. But I do think that a legacy laser gun is slightly more quick and, I mean, obviously, right? Keep on going regardless of that. You know, killing the ghouls as fast as they spring up, not missing a shot is generally a thing that you'd like to do. It's certainly working here. Getting enough splash damage. So I'm not really sure how this works. Tactical has taken a look at the Assaultron in more detail, so maybe he'll share a comment that I'll pin. That's your cue, Tactical. Tell me how this shit works in the comments. And no, I didn't ask for any amphibians to do it. Alright, we might have to charge up the Death Star all the way for this one. Take this, Alderaan. Okay, so I hit him for like 1951 times too, so it looks like that maybe the damage splitting is like not working properly. Maybe we're still getting some severe multipliers here, but hopefully we'll get filled in the comments, huh? I love discourse. In a way, this weapon kind of performs like a M79 grenade launcher. Like, you don't have the fastest speed in the world to kill all of the things, but you've got the power. Obviously, the difference here is this thing can get a lot more powerful if you decide to reload it over and over again. And it's also hit scan, which, you know, the advantages of that cannot be understated. We'll try to bounce some splash damage on these guys just to see what kind of thing we can do. A bit of free aiming here. So I hit that. Well, that's weird. I hit him for like 200 or something before, and then, you know, when Tenderize was active there, we just shot like heaps more damage. So 260, let Tenderizer do its thing. 374, and then I managed to get extra numbers off of that as well. Yeah, so something's a little bit off about this thing, I'll tell you that much, but it's doing the job. And what more could you ask for a weapon? So what we'll do is we'll charge this thing to full power, and now witness the firepower of this fully armed and operational battle station. Fire at will, Brooke. Well, very disappointing there. Probably should have gone for the torso. Not that it matters all that much, because he's not going to get to me anyway. But, you know, would have been satisfying to do a one-shot there, Bethesda. You know, you want to fix these VAT tip boxes so you don't have to target the legs all the time, like we've got the Hobbler perk from Fallout New Vegas. Oh, I know why we're all targeting legs. Some of the development team for the Frontier happened to get into Bethesda, and we're targeting the legs because, well, what's connected to that, right? I don't have to spell it out for you. So this stupid asshole is gonna die hopefully very soon and not give me any damage over time. And we've got a critical ready to go, so might as well utilize that. And we're under Nerd Rage now, so we're getting the full benefits out of unyielding. These Mirelurk Kings are very resistant to my Death Star. Maybe go for the leg there. Not working. Very unfortunate to be staggered by sound waves, but whatever. Hey, if the Transformer sound wave punched me, I'd probably stagger a little bit, you know. Right, a little bit of a waste of a critical there if I used it. I don't think I did though, because that was a total miss. There we go. Nice accuracy, mate. Really, really did good work. This is why you don't run Twisted Muscles on a heavy gunner. That guy was, that crackhead was. He was also doing a Junkies build, and he's incapable of using a Junkies weapon. Alright, so I've kind of charged this thing up for nothing. I thought we were out of Mirelurk, so there's the Queen. We ain't got a critical for this. Getting stopped in the tracks here. Thought we'd do better, but got the job done in a few fusion cells. Like, if you go just by ammo efficiency, this thing is definitely doing great. And yeah, we're not even past the halfway mark on this thing's condition bar, so yep, I feel like that buff's gone to good use here. Alright, this is where it gets a little bit more serious. The make and break of any explosive weapon is if it works on a Scorched Beast or not. Like the Broadsider, which worked well on everything except for Scorched Beast, which was like the biggest cock block I've had all year. Very disappointing. So what we'll do is we'll find some VATS cannon fodder here just to, you know, charge up the old... There's the two projectiles there, if you can see those. So it's definitely a two-shot weapon. We've got a crit ready to go, so what I might do is wait for an opportune moment to strike and then do fuck all. Okay. This might be a problem. Yep, it's going to be a problem. Do a stim pack. Fucking hell. It's always the same shit, isn't it? Explosive weapons, great. Oh wait, it's a Scorched Beast. Nah, fuck it. Back to the drawing board. We'll go for the leg. We seem to get a little bit of damage out of that, at least. You can kill yourself with it too. That's something that I haven't done until now. I was hitting the mouse button one, but then I realized the cunt wasn't loaded, so, you know. There's a Wendigo. Let's just go for center mass again. Let's be smart about this. Yeah, scream me all you want. You're not gonna get me. If this thing were to kind of reload on mouse button 1 like all of the other weapons would, that would be nice. Really nice. Also, Assaultron DLC, which reminds me, I need to give Lily one of these when I make my Fallout 4 mod. Right, you're still making those follower mods. Probably won't release it on PS4 this time because it's such a fuck around. If you want these mods, get a PC. Alright, so that did a whole lot of fucking nothing. We'll go for the leg again. I think we just got pissed on. Maybe. Come on. Alright, well, in the interest of not taking up everyone's time, I'm just going to see if I can get rid of one. Alright, that's better. Gotta wait for the fucker to land, huh? I can deal with that. So with that in mind, what can we do if we decide to... Yeah, very cool license play. Alright, despite boasting 2900 damage, we didn't hit for anywhere fucking close to that. That one's got a switchblade, that's fine. If he was punching me, it'd be more of a problem. We can actually let him just keep on poking me. That's fine. Right, what if we give him one of these, just, you know, just free aim it. Now, here's more of a problem. The guy that's got these fists out, he's gonna fuck you up. He's gonna eat your ass until your head caves in. Alright, looks like we've got another one landing, so we'll try to utilize as much as we can on this. Come on. Come on, Assaultron head. Maybe these are like planet-sized bats, and it takes a lot of Death Star to, you know, get it going. Of course, falling on the fucking final hurdle is what all of these weapons are doing these days. Not the weapons fault, it's just the way these guys' hitboxes are built. Alright, he's mutated at this point. Seizure-inducing light show. Come on. So, it's proving to be an effective use of no one's time here. So, if you do happen to come across an Assaultron like this, if you've got a non-legendary variant, you could probably go well with it in this case. So, I might be on the lookout for something like a 2-shot, either crit damage. Crit damage would be nice. I seem to like spamming a lot of those. That might be the ones to get. But for regular mobbing, this will do the job. But as always, the fatal flaw of being fucking useless versus the Scorched Beast has done it in again. At least those blokes haven't been harassing us all that much. Actually, I'm gonna keep him around. If he wants to stay up there clogging up the spawns for no reason, that's up to him. Alright, so what are your options here? You can either use some of your precious agility perks, which you could use for damage on, you know, making use of Enforcer, grabbing yourself an explosive shotgun. You can get a weightless one. I've got a mutant's weightless explosive shotgun. Grabbed that on a stream the other night, so that's worth considering here. Come on, concentrate fire, do your thing. This has got to be the most awkward fucking fight in the entire history of everything, because we're both sitting here trying our guts out to do as much damage as possible and doing nothing. Got you now, horseface. Yeah, there we go. What's the time? Yep, 12 o'clock. Time for me to go to bed. Righto, so there you have it. 2-shot explosive thing. We like to see versatility in our weapons, and it has failed catastrophically. It always the last hurdle. Yeah, look, we saw that coming, but other than that, this weapon's been pretty good. And the problem with fighting Scorched Beasts and hitting them over and over and over, that thing's going to drive the condition down a lot. So keep something else. If you've got a pistol of the variety that you can get from, fucking, what's it called? Crusader pistol, maybe one of those. Or if you just want to grab something like this, and this is a totally valid thing, maybe you want to chuck on a semi-automatic receiver so it synergizes better with your build. Probably the better option here. But yeah, there you go. 2-shot explosive Assaultron head. It's a good weapon. It's fun. So just put it in your back pocket when you're fighting bats. And that's the takeaway message. Thank you for watching, guys.